I am talking about a mythical rambling river. A quiet often remember my childhood sweet sacred rumble of water. I am talking about a green immense delta. I am talking about thousands of ibis in flight, like living specks of whitest snow. And the pink flamingo, the intimate rose of an almost discerned girl's breast. I am talking about mallards pacing on the air, like stones thrown from a sling, subtle eels like snakes, silvery tenches in ponds. I am talking about a long silence melting the fresh water of the river and the bitter sea. I am talking about a domestic river among red beds. I am talking, my friend Virgil, about rich orchards, flower orange trees and tender celery, hoes and sickles, dogs in fields. There in the sky golden magpies are flying. I am talking about an ancient river, still furrowed by old catboats. The last legendary catboats, tapered like a sword and full of wine, wool, barley with sailors singing on the stern. I am talking about a slow dusk providing with trembling gold on softened water, lights on the wings of insects, solar mirror on distant bridges, sweet rumble of water in memory.
Feeling very upset, tonight I close Gandia's flower, hacker of the king, my tired eyes on your book, white fragrant verses, eggs like wine, rumbling between flowery branches. Far away is Teresa, and you hardly say her name, time or secret desire. You kiss her so much in dreams that you know better than her husband. Her red lips and white bust slide tremor, but time Ausias is flying nowhere, and you, as a true lover, only have the persistent wish left that against everything is waiting. Que els amadors han en continu esper.
A poem about different varieties of scents. Surrealistic cats were fornicating on attics and white moon roofs. A fragrance of blossomed jasmines was coming through the window in summer nights. In rainy nights, I also remember a tender perfume from harvest was rising. I was 10 years old, and it was that village, a upriver village with orchards, wheels, and a long dusty street full of lights, buzzing on duck green and stew. At midday in August, that so strange couldn't be identified at all. My aunt's little shadowy shop, Maria's and Clotal's, was very diverse, always with freshness of marjoram pots and flowering basil in the little courtyard. And I also remember the smell of tobacco, tailed on the shelves and the scents of roofie, bicker rice, red pepper, muscat or ham, and the folds of paper where I used to draw high towers and ports seen in dreams. Maria gave me a music book, Clodagh, pearly colored balls, and tin soldiers from the Great War. Once the river flooded the village, when it decreased, the air stank, but smelled from a stinky lake, blue fish flake, rotten fruit, bilge. Then the spring was warm, pear trees flourished and towers became the landscape wild fawn. The birds shrieked and I met 12-year-old blonde little Josefina.
Hello, I'm going to read the text. I have a look inadvertently at some books, some verses, and you, dear Marta, can you tell me anything? I would like to sing you, Marta, without words, by Lancelot or Tyran Leblanc. I would like to sing you, and bend back my forehead, the tepid cushion of your things. I would like to sing you, Marta, even though I don't know you. Wild-haired, spring is nearing, and Ulysses is coming from Ireland, not from the sun, not from the blue islands of the sea. And suddenly everything is another joke. Skagerrak and Kattegat, listen how the sounds crunch in silence, like the wood of the lost ships in the storm. It's not love, excuse me, Marta, my friend. Neither the myth, as Ulysses the careful return to Ithaca, has been written 100 years of solitude are not much.
Fragile like glass is memory. Oh my God, how sorrowful and desolate, waking up short of memory once, not able to recognize myself in the mirror and seeing a strange man before myself, my poor mind full of questions. What color were my mom's eyes? What was that woman who loved me like? What were my friends called? What was my fellow man? And can't remember anything, not even the boy I was 10,000 days before. At sunset full of swallows flying, while scratching among the golden billow, and the sound of both river and bells. And I'd go to school, maths, reading, drawing, and I used to like a girl with long plaits and rainy-colored eyes. Long after, I do remember, I got to know botany, pale, sad herbarium with rice flowers, quartz, transparent symmetry, and benzene's obsessive hexagon. And we spoke to friends about poems, sex, and many more debatable matters. And at late nights with roses and wine, we believed we were immortal, drawing such cheeky graffiti on the whitest walls, matching flying stuff, smashing poor sapphires, kissing the statue's cold lips. My first kiss, I still remember, was a night with distant music near the river and warm cream breasts. I keep in mind so many things, and I realize I have more memories than innards in my body. Suddenly, I understand that is memory.
I loved you silently. I loved you in burning darkness, in long sleepless nights. In long nights, I had better forget you. I had better not to wreck into your eyes, not to wreck in the mirror of dark water, in the water mirror, where I mirror myself. But what I'm saying, if much worse torment not to see you, much worse again will be not to see you again. Away from you I'll die, away from you.
With a right skillful beam blow, Uramo was castrated by young Chromos on the always blue Attic sea. Some blood drops fell and Venus come to light. From the top of Mount Olympus, smiling insatiable, Jupiter was looking on, winning a female and losing a male.
When I left home that morning, the girl remained to clean my study, some furniture, shelved with books, pictures, and my bust. On going back, I remember she had very shiny eyes and deep voice. Everything was tidy, like her countenance, an indifferent portrait till that day, in a luminous chamber. All in a sudden, looking at my bust, I realized the obscure rose hair had become white, dusty white nose and eyelashes, but its lips were seen as clean and humid.
Sea wave coming and going, and within them I deny my heart, deny my soul, deny my thought. Silently I consider my destiny. Chant always becomes disenchantment. Only when I was a child the world hacked like a sword. I would willingly return to childhood sea, because God has anchored melancholy like a shadow ship to man's chest. Let's love, friends, as much you like. Might the thought not go back, like wave, to the old beach? See a wave coming and going.
Written on the desk of my lap. Half my life went on between blood, not in detestable battles, as epical clarions are just the excuse for forgiving big blood's hands. I speak of another kind of blood, civilized, sighing in tidy tubes of essay, the eosine blue of methylene, dyeing the erythrocytes and leukocytes, and knit glass plates, jars with barren plasma, Nosferatu feeling under the skin nacre that sweet bit of the carotid. Haven't you ever believed in vampire fables?